Good morning and welcome back. This is a gentle yoga flow that is perfect to start your morning with. We're going to work in slowly to stretching and waking up through the body. So whenever you're ready, just find a comfortable seated position. Maybe before settling into your seat, you just shake off some energy, reach the arms up overhead, take a full body stretch. And as you exhale, close the eyes, settle into your space. You can bring one palm to the heart, one palm to the belly. Really becoming present in your body. Find an inhalation in and elongate your exhale as you press the air out. Again, just like that, big belly breath in, fill up. An audible exhale, sigh. One more time, only because it feels so good. Breathe up into the heart, up into the lungs. Open mouth, exhale. Allow the palms to rest on the thighs and then begin to just draw some slow circles into the neck. Drop the right ear towards the shoulder, chin to the chest, left ear up and over to the left shoulder. And find this semicircular motion just a couple of times at your own pace, your own breath. If it feels good, you can find a full circle back, dropping the head back, opening through the throat. Just being gentle and kind, not forcing anything. And after you've taken just one full more circle around, you could keep the eyes closed or begin to open them. Reach your arms up, reaching through the fingers, feeling the side body lengthen. Then exhale, slide the thumbs, the palms to touch, and then guide the thumbs down to the hearts. Press the elbows out, so apply some pressure in the palms, feeling that energy cultivate from within, finding the word or your intention for your class, for your day, whatever it is. We'll seal it in on an inhale. And I'll exhale to confirm. Release the palms out in front of you, plant the palms, and then shift yourself forward, arriving in your tabletop position. On your breath in, find a little dip of the belly, gaze up ahead for your cow. Then exhale, sink your hips back to the heels, child. And take a breath in as you walk the palms just a couple inches forward. Relax the shoulders away from the ears on your exhale. And if it feels good, you can slightly rock the forehead from side to side. And then slowly press into the left palm as you slide the right arm through, finding a thread the needle variation, right ear, right cheek. Slide down to your mat. And press the top of the right palm down onto the earth, onto your mat on the ground, to help open through this twist and kind of find a spiral of the chest open as you breathe into the right shoulder. Full breath in and slow breath out. Gently unravel the right arm forward and then slide the left arm through for your thread the needle variation on the left side. Find 3 deep, intentional breaths here. Taking a moment at the beginning of the class while we're in stillness to just think on the intention or word and feel it become breath in and breath out. And slowly unravel. Slide the left palm forward. And then on your inhale, we're going to press into the palms. Let the hips melt down. Shine your heart forward for a seal, mermaid variation. Exhale, tuck the toes and just send the hips back for modified child's. Taking this a few cycles of breath here. Breathing in to lift up through the heart, hips sink. Exhale, round back, modified child's. And then allowing this breath to be powerful within the body. Letting it guide you between these 2 poses. So there is no perfect pace or rhythm. Knowing you can find stillness in any of these postures if you need to throughout the practice. This is your time. This is your place to do whatever you need to do to honor that word, that intention that is completely meant for you. So we'll do this a couple more times, and then as you feel ready, we'll return back to our neutral tabletop position. Walk the palms to the top of your mat, finding melting heart or puppy pose. Not here for very long, just breathing into the upper back and shoulders. If this is a little too intense in the shoulders right off the bat, you can walk the palms out wider to soften the stretch. I find puppy pose helps me to release through the shoulders And it allows me to dive deeper into my downward facing dog. So I kind of like doing this as a prep to my down dog. Now on your inhale, just walk the palms back underneath the shoulders. We'll tuck the toes and send the hips back to downward facing dog. Now make this downward dog as wide as it needs to be for you today. And spreading the feet out to hip width or wider even. Palms shoulder width distance. Finding any slow movements that you need to settle in. Pedal out the feet. And then allow your head to hang heavy. And let the sternum fall down to the earth. As you pike the hips just a little bit higher, feeling the length through the back. Take a full breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale, gaze between the thumbs. And then exhale, just take tiny baby steps. Walk your feet to the top of your space. Find a halfway lift. Lift the crown of the head forward. Reach the tailbone back to the back of your space. Feel the shoulder blades behind you touch. Engage through the core. And then exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. We'll take that again. Breathe in for a halfway lift. Lengthen forward. Feel the hamstrings turn on. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lengthen up, halfway lift. And this time, exhale, find your ragdoll pose by catching for opposite elbows, letting the arms and body feel heavy. You can keep a generous bend in the knees here to feel fully supported by the lower body. And if it feels good, sway gently from side to side. Option to interlace the hands at the nape of the neck. Guide the chin down. And feel a slight compression at the base of the skull. Inhale. Exhale. Release your grip. Find a halfway lift. And then exhale, just plant the palms back, step your feet back, finding your high plank position. There's always the option to soften the knees down to your mat. But if you're in your high plank, press down through all 10 finger pads. Pull the belly button in so you engage through the abdominal wall. Slight tuck of the tailbone under. Inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the tops of the feet, keeping the palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, find a baby cobra. Lift the heart open. Press the tops of the feet down to the mat. Gaze ahead. Exhale, release. 2 more. Breathe in, lengthen and lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, baby cobra. Use your back strength. Exhale, release. Inhale, press yourself up through neutral tabletop or straight back to your high plank. Exhale, send the hips high, downward dog. Find a breath in, and a breath out. Inhale, bring the right heel high. Exhale, step your right foot between your thumbs. Slide the left foot so that it's flat, kind of setting up for our warrior one legs, but not rising quite yet. We're going to take a few bends in and out of the right leg. So on your inhale, lengthen, lift up and straighten through the right leg. And exhale, deepen. Finding this bend of the right leg just a couple of times. And the next time that your right leg is straightened, we're going to hold in space, finding our modified pyramid pose. So the back left foot can either be planted on your mat, or you can slightly tuck the toes, lift the heel. Breathe in to find a halfway lift. And then exhale, just melt the torso on top of the right thigh. Breathe into the belly of the right hamstring. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently bend back into the right leg, and then inhale, rise up to a warrior one position with the legs. Taking a moment to set up. So the feet are widened here, and you may need to widen your position even more so that the hips come square to the front of the mat. Reach your arms up overhead, finding your full warrior one position. Bend deep into the right leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, swim the fingertips back, interlace the palms, press the knuckles down, lift the heart. And exhale, hinge yourself forward, finding your humble warrior variation. Allow the right shoulder to come to the inside of the right knee as you feel this nice, sweet shoulder opening. Remain steady and strong through the feet and the lower body as you allow space and lightness into the shoulders and the upper body. And breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, rise back up, reach your arms high, warrior one. Exhale, plant your palms, step your right leg back. Option to flow through a vinyasa here, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, open through the heart. Exhale, press the hips back, down dog. Inhale, elevate the left leg high this time. Exhale, step the left forward. Again, not lifting upright quite yet, playing around with bending in and out of the left leg. Just feeling that nice light stretch through the hips as you warm up the body. And the next time that your leg is straightened, slowly we'll find our modified crest, our modified pyramid. So lift the heart open and then exhale, slowly descend down. Focus on pulling the left hip back, right hip forward so the hips stay square. And oftentimes when we come to discomfort in our poses or uncomfortable situations, we tend to hold the breath. So allow the breath to feel powerful and strong as you stay connected to your breath and to your body in this posture. And breath in, breath out. Gently bend back into the left knee and rise to your warrior one. Setting yourself up here, taking your time. And then reach your arms up overhead, lift through the fingers. Exhale, interlace the hands at the low back, this time allowing the opposite thumb to come on top, so the awkward grip here. Inhale, open through the heart as you press the knuckles down. And as you exhale, finding your humble warrior position. Lifting through the palms, letting the forehead, the head drop. Now notice your hips here. Have you jutted your hips off to the side? Can you pull them back in space? And take a full breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, gently rise back up, lift through the palms. Exhale, plant the palms down as you flow through your vinyasa. Lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Slow breath out. And slowly soften your knees down. Shift your weight over to one side. And then we'll find a comfortable seated position. Bring the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide, coming into your Supta Baddha Konasana. Wrapping the palms around the toes or ankles. Reaching up through the heart, and then exhale, sinking your hips forward and just breathing into the inner thighs. Inhale. Slow, gentle exhale. And gently lift back up, reach the crown of the head up, and then plant the feet out just in front of you. Guide the palms behind you, fingertips point away, and then just windshield wiper through the legs. And then just gently lower all the way down onto the back. And bringing the knees into the chest. Slowly massaging through the low back by circling out the knees in opposite directions of one another. And then dropping the knees over to the left. Reach your right arm out long, letting the right shoulder blade melt down. Maybe the eyes trace to the right side. Inhale and slow exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back in through center. And then just drop them over to the right. Turning the gaze to the left if it feels good. Inhale and slow exhale. And then just bring the knees back in through center, giving yourself a little hug. Taking a moment to think back on your intention or the word for the day. And as we enter our final resting posture, maybe repeating this intention or this word as you find your body in your savasana. Breathing in your intention. Feeling your intention coming to fruition. So what does the rest of your day look like with that word or that intention in mind? What would you do if you were, whatever that word is, at peace, happy? How would your actions follow? So just visualize how you see the events of your day unfolding with your intention in mind. Slow breath in and slow breath out. And slowly you can invite slow movements in with your intention in mind. Reach the arms to the back of your space, point through the toes, full body stretch. And then bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes, bringing the arms up overhead. Thumbs will slowly fall to the heart space. The light and love in me recognizes and honors the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that the rest of your day is extremely peaceful and at bliss. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.